Yo guys, what's up, it's Crypt and welcome to another Destiny fashion video. So today I'm showing you a few more shaders and armor you can use on the new Guardian game set for the Warlock. Now I've previously made a video like this for the Hunter, so if you haven't already, go check that out. And I've also made a video on all three of the sets, which is going to be a continuation of for the Warlock. So yeah, this video will be split into segments, into the first three sets I want to show you all, and then other armor recommendations, and some shaders which I didn't feature in my Guardian game sets video. So this is my first set for the Warlock. Now all the sets I showed today will also be in the description. So this is obviously just based off the Sunbracers. Now I did mention this in my Guardian games video about how the Sunbracers work very well on the set, and here we have it here. So as for the armor, I'm using the Pyrrhic Ascent Hood from the Trials of Osiris. The arms use the Sunbracers exotic from World Drops. The chest and boots use the new Guardian Games ornament, and as for the bond is the Phoenix Fire bond, which if you don't know is the bond you can pick up from Zavala to start the Guardian Games quest. And then the shader you want over the whole set is Carminica, which was a shader that came from the Season of Arrival's Crucible pursuit. Now this is no longer obtainable. But the reason why I like this so much is it just blends so nicely together, having these nice dotted gradients coming throughout the armor, and the solar on the arms. It matched very well the glow on the robes and also the helmet. Now the helmet glow is not shaderable, as you can see here. Now some shaders do have like a slight difference on like the outer rim and the texture, but for the actual like red glow you cannot get rid of it. Some of them make it a bit orange or lighter, so as you can see here. Now you can also use the Celestial cover from the Celestial Ornament set. I've also made a video like this on the channel covering the whole armor set. So yeah, to go with it, you had the Hardlink shell. The only reason why I used this shell was because I don't have the solar shell. This would work perfectly if you do have it. And then as for the Sparrow, I used the SV112 Predator, and this just has some nice solar effects on the actual Sparrow, and it just works really well with the theme I'm going with here. Now I know a lot of players will not have the Carminica shader, so you can go ahead and use Abyssinian Gold. The only issue I found with this shader over Carminica is the helmet. As you can see, it's got a little bit of brown in the helmet, which if you're using Carminica you just make it red. So you could try and find like other dark shaders. So I quickly found that the old gunmetal doesn't look too bad on this helmet if you were going for alternatives, and this can also be sold in the Brighter store. But anyways, that is pretty much my first set. So for the next two sets I want to use exotics, which loads of people use. So I'm using the electromags for this set, and then the next set I'll be showing transversive. Now I tried to make a fully like arc look with the electromag ornament for the Geomag's exotic. This turned out alright, but I'll explain why in a second, why this isn't like as good as it can be. And I also have some alternative shaders which I think look better. So anyways, as for the armor on this set, I'm using the Celestial ornament on the helmet, the Legacy Oath arms from the Deep Stone Crypt raid, the chest and bond both use the new Guardian Games ornament. And then as for the shade that goes over the whole set is Resilient Laurel, which is sold in the Brighter store during the Dawning event. And then the shell here is the Plasma shell, which is from the Season of the Drifter eververse, and the Blacklight Razor Sparrow is from the Solstice of Heroes event eververse. So the reason why I don't like this as much as like the other sets is because, as you can see here, there's a lot of red line in here which isn't shaderable, and also the color of the upper thigh here, it is shaderable, but with this shader, of all the blues I found it to look the best. So I tried to make it work in a fully arc set, but I'll show you now two shaders which I think look much better. So here's Welded Brass. This offers a nice purple glow, and this was from the Season of Dawn Eververse, and this can also drop from Eververse engrams. Then another alternative would be Begiza Knight, which is from Forges, which are no longer in the game. This is another nice purple. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, there is a third shader that I did try originally. This would look really cool if I could find a nice helmet with a nice glow to match. But as you can see here, the Celestial Helm, even with like Lunar Gloom, it didn't match like the best, so we still had this blue shine. That's why I didn't end up going with this shader. But anyways, that is pretty much my second set. So now moving on to my third and final set for the Warlock. As you can see here, I'm using the Transversive Steps with the Path to Convergence ornament. Now these are my favourite ornaments for the Transversive. and I think these look amazing in the set. Now as for the armor, I'm using the High-Minded Complex on the helmet, and this was from World Drops but has now been sunset. The arms and chest both use the new Guardian Games ornament, and then as for the bond, I used the Forbidden Visage ornament from last season's Eververse. Although you could still use the Guardian Games ornament if you really wanted to, and it'll still look really nice. But I really just do like this design and just wanted to change it up a little for this set. And then the shade that goes over the whole set is Carbon Blood, which was introduced into the store last season, and we could see this return back into the Brighter store in the future. So I used the Hardling Shell again. This was from the Season of the Worthy. And then as for the Sparrow, I used the Enya of the Sky, which I got from purchasing a special edition of Beyond Light. But yeah, a lot of people might not have this helmet, especially if you haven't played since before Beyond Light. You would not have obtained this at all. This is just a really cool design, and I just want to start incorporating it into more of my sets, as this will be one of the pieces I'll be transmogging, and it gives a much different design than most helmets in the game, and I'd never really see anyone use this in a fashion. And also here's the Celestial Helm ornament with the Carbon Blood shader, so I want to show this as I know a lot of people can get this right now, and this looks really nice. You could also use the Lux, but honestly I don't like the design and the texture it gives. And also the Lucent Night does look really cool with this as well, and this was from the Dawn in Eververse, so this currently is no longer obtainable. And yeah, that's pretty much the third set, and now I'm going to show you some extra armor recommendations. So I want to quickly show you an alternative look you can make with the Rustberry shader. So the Rustberry looks really nice on this set. I've got the Sunbracers again. Now I've used the Hood of the Exile on this because I know a lot of people might want to see what it looks like. And here it is. It's got the Rivalry Stoic shader on it. You can currently get from turning in medallions during the Guardian Games event. Now this set would look especially really nice if you had the Flawless Gold glow for it. Sadly I don't, so I can't show it, but this would make these sets stand out so much. Now another exotic arms you can use is the Claws of Ahamkara. You can put on the Rivalry Stoic on these, and the colours blend very well with Rustberry. Now I've also found the Osiris exotic to work really well with this set. I'm using a Dawning Tranquility shader on the whole set here, and this shader comes from the Dawning event and is sold in the Eververse store during this event. It looks really nice overall, and if you look up close, as you can see here, it's actually like got this nice patterning. So yeah, it's a nice little blend of colours, and I think it just suits really nicely with the Osiris. Now some other purples which look nice is Welded Brass, which is from the Season of Dawn and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store, and Burgesian Night, which was from Forges and is no longer obtainable. So now I'll quickly be showing you some shaders I really like with this set. But anyways, the first shader here is Gold Jay from the Dawning event, and this set offers a nice dark blue and light blue contrast, although on the helmet it does add a bit of yellow, which I don't like. The next shader is Gambit Jadestone. A lot of you probably wanted to see this, but this is an absolute flashbang, especially on the bottom end of the robes here and the bond as well. That's where it glows the brightest, and this is from the Season of Dawn, so this is no longer obtainable. The Rivalry Resolute shader you can currently get from turning in medallions and is a chance of dropping. It offers a nice white and blue. Sunrise Warrior is sometimes sold in the Brighter store and can also drop from Bright Engrams. This offers a nice pink. If any of you do like any pinks, then this is pretty much the best one I found. Celestial Dome also drops from Eververse Engrams, and this is a very nice purple. It's a bit like Dawning Tranquility, except it doesn't have the patterning. Then we have 44 Steel, and this also drops from Eververse Engrams. Oiled Gunmetal is another one that can be sold in the Brighter store and offers a nice grey to white glow. Pyrrhic Clash is from this season's Crucible, so I recommend getting it while you can. It's a vendor reward off Shax for hitting a certain amount of points in Valor, so you can go up to him and check if you're close at all. I believe it's rank 7. So you got reach in Valor, and then you can obtain the shader from him. Warbrick's a shader that can be sold in the Brighter store and can also drop from Eververse Engrams. Offers a nice grey to red. This would match very nicely with the Crimson because I like the colours it uses, and also its glow is quite nice as well. Then the next one is Valkyrie Zero, offering a nice orange to black contrast with a nice light bluish glow, and this was from the seasonal quest during Season of the Worthy, so it's no longer obtainable. And the final shader is Dracarina, which is a shader that was introduced in seasonal arrivals and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store, which is a nice light to a black, and it offers a really nice blue glow, and overall is a very clean shader. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the video. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I will be making a video like this for the Titan as well, so please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on that video. And also don't forget to leave down below any armor or shaders that you all have found that work really well with the Guardian Games Warlock set. And yeah, I'll also have the Siva fashion sets video out soon, which if you don't know is a video I'll be making showing a bunch of Siva themed sets. And yeah guys, stay safe and I'll see you on the next video.